Vacation, I had to go via Giyani. By the way, I'm going to Polokwane. And I had to go via Giyani. So I sat in that taxi to Giyani, and I was having this moment, a vision that was showing me handing over my documents to a gentleman. And this gentleman quickly combined my statement and handed them back to me. A few minutes later, I arrived in Giyani. And I realized that, in fact, it's not that easy. I had to start asking, by the way, where do I get these statements combined? Because I didn't even know Giyani. My first time ever in Giyani at the age of 16. And I found a woman selling vegetables. I asked, where do I go to get my statements combined? And she said, don't worry, just go to Parliament. I don't know Giyani, remember? And I take a walk, walking to Parliament. Walk, I finally arrived at Parliament. Found a gentleman, I thought he was the one. He said, no, Ceci, we don't offer that service here. You have to go to Unigars. Where is Unigars? And he started giving me directions. Walk here, and I thought it was very close. And I started walking. I walked and walked and walked. I finally got to Unigars and found a gentleman. My name is Sharon. Here are my documents. I am here to have them combined into one statement. Sorry, we don't offer that service here anymore. Disappointed, exhausted. Now, Tingana said that. What was that vision that I had in the taxi of handing my documents over and just having my statements combined? And now I have to take a taxi home to share the disappointment with the family. As I stepped outside, the gentleman calls, Geli? And I looked and he said, come back here. I went back inside, I sat down and he said, let me try to call Polokwane and see if they can help us. He makes a short call and they said yes, fax through the statements. And then he quickly faxed through the statements and they said they will send back the combined statement. I waited. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. The gentleman has to knock off. He's going home. No response from Polokwane. 25 minutes to 5. The phone rings. We are finally done combining the statements and we're going to send it shortly. 5 to 5. The statements are there. And I finally have my statements to go back home. My second profound moment was when I took a taxi to the University of Limpopo, former University of the North in my time. I sat in that taxi. It was actually my first taxi out of Tzaneen, going this way. And I remember when I stepped into the campus, remember I come from a village, so University of Limpopo felt like heaven on earth. I'm like, wow. So I am here, and I remember making important notes to myself to say that I am never leaving this place the way I entered. I was saying to myself that if I am to go back home, I will be a better person. And I went. Remember, I got an S, combined now to be an exemption. Only passed one of my major subjects, which was physics. Up until today, I still never passed maths. I go from school to school looking for space. At that moment, I'm only looking for space in anything. Remember, I'm not going back home the way I did, the way I came through. I go from school to school. Sorry, we can't take you. Sorry. Finally go, Bachelor of Administration. Yes, we will take you. Okay, let me try one more time. And I go to the School of Agriculture. They put me on a waiting period. And I said, wow, Bachelor of Administration, waiting period for agriculture. I'm the girl. As I was stepping out, I met my cousin. She had come to look for me all the way from Wamita because she somehow knew that I will register for Bachelor of Administration. And then she said to me, we're starting all over again. I felt like she dimmed my light. And she took me through the process again. And she finally landed me in the in the foundation year, which was a repeat of matric. Third time to matric. So I go through the foundation year, register, fast forward towards the end of the year. I am working from the library. We're just about to write our final year examinations, and I meet a guy, and he say, you must be Sharon. I said, yes, why? He said, I've been looking for you all over. So he's been to the library, he's been to Lapulucha, he looked for me everywhere, every popular places where I was known to go to, and he couldn't find me. And he held my hand and he said to me, the head of the school is looking for you. I said, why? Who's the head of the school? Why is he looking for me? He said, come with me. He grabbed my hands and he walked me through to Matseri Park. Those who have studied in Tefluop will know what Matseri Park is. I didn't know the place. And when I got there, it was a party. Dancing, okay, it's a party. Then I started dancing, joining in, and I was awarded for being the best student in the School of Health and Mineral Sciences. Village girl. Yes, and that takes us to my next best moment. Was when I took a taxi. Jeez, my best moments seem to be when I'm taking taxis. So I was in a taxi going to Polokwane at Mediclinic for an interview. And I sat in that taxi, I said to myself, the moment that I have been praying for is finally here. I'm finally going to this interview and I'm going to end all the poverty in my family. Remember, new application, first time interview. However, how am I going to do this since I don't have experience in this thing? And I said to me again, geez, I seem to be having regular meetings with myself. I said to myself that I'm going in there to go and tell them who Sharon is. If they like her, they take her. If not, let her go. And I went into that interview with only that. 2 days later, I got a job. They gave me a call. Brings me to my next best moment. Oh my God. This time, I'm in a plane, traveling to my first ever job in Eastern Cape in East London. Village girl. And I thought to myself, wow, God is quite a mastermind. From the dusty streets of Babanana, in a plane, now going to work in East London. Is there a thing that God cannot do? No. If God can can elevate a little girl from the dusty streets of Babanana village into East London. Is there anything God cannot do? I thought, wow, God is the mastermind. And my next best moment, it's here at the Talitha Koum ministry to meet all these beautiful women. To meet you, jeez! I thought I was at church. I thought this was a church service. So this is my next best moment. To meet all of you beautiful women. Imbokodo. They couldn't find a better word to describe a woman. They found a rock. Because a rock does not complain, does not speak, only turns when something turns it. And that's the word they found. And you know why I think they found that word? Because a woman is the strongest thing alive. You have conquered the most painful pain, childbirth. As if you don't know. Imagine childbirth. From the start of pregnancy, big nose, big bum, change in movement, exaggerated sense of smell, taste, you name it all. And then you end it with that most painful pain of giving birth. And as if you don't know how painful that is, you keep going back. Other people have been there twice, others 3 times, 4 times. I have been there 4 times. A woman is not only a creator, she is a multiplier. You give a woman groceries, she gives you a meal. You give her a house, she gives you back a family, a home. You give her the most tiniest thing alive, a sperm. She will give you a nation. Every single one of you here were given birth to by a woman. But that's not the reason I'm here. I'm not here to praise you. I think we're all doing great in praising a woman. I'm not here for that. Even the government has put Women's Day. Just the previous week it was Mother's Day. I think everyone is doing great to say thank you, Mother. Thank you, woman. You are doing great. I am here for your breakthrough. I am here for a woman who says, I am sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being called imbokodo. That cannot complain. I'm sick and tired with the fact that I am not allowed to take a break from my children. My daughter's sitting there. I need a break from you. I need a break from my children, and that should be okay. It should be okay. I am here for a woman who is saying, I am sick and tired of submitting CVs, yet not a single call for interview comes through. Are you that woman? I am here for a woman who is saying, I am sick and tired of going in and out of boardrooms for interviews, yet I don't get a single call to say that you got the job. I am here for your breakthrough. I am here for your breakthrough. I think you have been praised enough. What I want to know is that, are you that woman? The woman who says, I am sick and tired of my boss, I need to change this job. I am sick and tired of stagnation, I need movement. I am sick and tired of being in this position. I need a promotion. Are you that woman? Jeez, I thought I was at church.
Amen.
If I'm at home, my kids hear something they like, they say, yes, mommy. If I'm with my girls, and I say something they like, they say, yes, girl. Now I'm at church, and it's hard to get an amen from you. At church, are you that woman?
Amen.
Let's get to your feet. Raise your hand, your right hand up if you are that woman. Now, right hand up to your left breast. Can we please have a moment of silence? Complete quietness. Can you hear that? What is that? That is a sign of life.